This is a special bonus episode for right before Christmas.
A bonus for who?
For them.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Gotcha.
for our wonderful listeners and watchers and subscribers and all those different things.
Oh, those people out there.
Yeah. Hey, so number one, this is the week before Christmas. If I was to ask for any Christmas gift sort of thing, if you have not subscribed yet, I would love it if you would encourage your friends to subscribe.
And my gift would be, instead of hitting the little pink like button, just actually give us a comment or a question. That would be really nice.
You know, we're really close to 3,000 subscribers, which is still, we're a small channel, but that's still a fun milestone to be approaching. But so for our episode, this is going to air the week before Christmas.
'Twas the night before Christmas,
Yeah.
and all through the house.
And I love Christmas time, not because I like the festivities and the presents and all those sort of things. I would be much happier at home in front of a fire with a cup of coffee and stuff. But I do love the overall sense of hope and joy that kind of starts to permeate the culture. And I'm a movie person.
Yeah.
And so I love thinking about the movies that make me happy this time of year.
What would be one of your favorite ones? Does it have anything to do with a rabbit?
I don't know about a rabbit. No. I know where you're going.
Okay.
But one of my favorites, honestly, has been The Miracle on 34th Street.
Okay.
It was one that I kind of pushed aside for a long time.
Now, that's about the Santa in the department store.
It is the Santa in the department store.
Yep.
But the deeper message is it's a parent who has lost all hope or desire to believe in joy or things beyond the levers she can pull and the achievements she can make. And through the workings of this older gentleman who is Santa Claus and through the guy that she's dating and who's kind of been in the background of her family, they kind of reawaken a wonder about life, about something deeper than rising in the corporate ladder. And it kind of awakens her to, I've been pushing my child into this place where she's going to grow up cold and heartless and kind of disenchanted. And so awakening the enchantment that's actually around you.
Yep.
It just makes me happy watching that thing.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed that movie, and my wife really loves that movie. Sandy does.
See? Good.
Okay.
She's got good taste.
I, on the other hand, have much better taste.
Here we go.
I like Ralphie.
Oh, man.
I like, what is it called? The Christmas Story?
Mm-hmm.
And Ralphie and the old man, and the Red Ryder Daisy BB gun, and don't shoot your eye out.
Oh, man.
And the getting your tongue stuck to the fence. And, that brings back a lot of childhood memories for me, and it's really funny.
Oh, yeah.
So I like that movie.
Yeah.
That one's a lot of fun.
I'll give another old classic that I have to watch every year, and then I'll give a couple modern ones that I like. But It's a Wonderful Life
with Jimmy Stewart.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and he did the other one on with Harvey the Rabbit. And
he did another one with rabbits are an unofficial thing here.
The Wonderful Life.
But I mean, if you haven't watched It's a Wonderful Life in a while, give it another shot. I mean, the preciousness of life, the impact that one person has on another.
Yeah, and let's say that, a lot of people really get depressed around Christmas time, especially if they're alone, especially if they don't have family or whatever.
Yeah, and he was having a hard financial time and thought, well, this is the end of it.
And of course, life is precious. Christ is the thing that really gives us hope, and our souls find rest in God, and that's where we can find it. But that movie has a great message about, we need to appreciate every day of life that we have. Psalm 90 says, teach us to number our days.
Yeah.
And so, that's a great movie, too.
Yeah. I mean, at the end, when the whole town rallies around him, I love looking at my kids and go, the money doesn't matter. The money on the table isn't what matters in the end. It's all the other people that have come into the room and shown care for him. And it's it still makes me cry every time I watch
don't
it.
They? People matter.
Yeah. Our relationships, our connections.
Yep.
Okay.
So you want another one from me?
Yeah. What do you got? I mean, I could go through a list, but
I'm not. I like Ralphie. What else do I like? Christmas movies. I kind of liked that one Tom Hanks movie that was about the train and going to the North Pole.
Polar Express.
Polar Express. That was kind of a cool
That's a fun choice.
animated movie we watched with grandkids and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
there's a nice message there about.
I like Ralphie.
I know. I take all the fun out of movie. I don't really, but like even watching Polar Express, I mean, it's a blast. The music is fun, hot chocolate, all the dancing, but caring for the little boy who felt like because he was poor and lonely, he wasn't worth the same as all those other kids, and being pulled in. And
what was the one that was when I was a little kid that was about little soldiers marching and everything? There was a Disney movie. What was
like Babes in Toyland?
Babes in Toyland. I used to love that when I was a little kid.
Yeah, fun movie. Like there's a good dichotomy of good and evil just clearly on display in that one.
Yeah.
Some newer ones. If any of you haven't watched Klaus, it's on Netflix. It's an animated movie. And I mean, it's very much in the lore of.
Oh, I know what one of my favorites is. I can remember.
Okay.
I'm a mean one, oh, Mr. Grinch.
And his heart grew that day.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah, the Grinch.
But Klaus, the Grinch. Klaus, if you haven't watched it, I would recommend it.
Don't you think the Grinch is super uplifting?
Yeah. I watch it every year.
Oh, that's funny.
There's like 15 versions of it, depending on what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But finishing off Klaus, it's a personal growth message. It's a togetherness of people. They've got two warring clans that have to find a way forward, and so there's all that sort of good stuff. A whole deep backstory of, again, loss and how do you move forward from loss and how do you make the most of the connections that never were realized.
And Scrooge.
Scrooge,
that's a great
true
one.
Classic. I mean, honestly, the beginning of the modern Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Bob Cratchit and Tiny Tim.
What are you going to do with the things you've been blessed with?
And the three visitors in the dream at night. That's a cool movie.
Will you hoard them or will you care for others?
There you go.
I even taught out of the passage in James where he talks to the landowners who have basically reveled in oppressing their workers. And I taught that lesson alongside Scrooge.
Bah humbug.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Bah humbug. Okay.
So there's lots of others, but I hope that you can appreciate the joy, the hope, and the opportunity for growth.
Yes.
And maybe a lack or a moving forward out of some of your tough times by finding good communities to be part of.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing that lifts us to looking at our future and enjoying the world and life and feeling useful, there's nothing but Christ that'll do that for you. There's nothing but God that'll do that for you. And other people that are seeking God. That's what your hope is in.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see that as far as movies.
Yeah.
Jed is very thoughtful, emotional.
I am.
And I am too.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Yes, don't shoot your eye out. Okay.
But yeah, I always love finishing a movie and looking at my children and going, and you know who really would accomplish this? And they're like, Jesus, Dad. And I'm like,
Do you cry at movies, Jed?
All the time. Like almost uncontrollably.
I cry at movies sometimes when it's really sad.
Yeah, they say that there's an emotional issue when you can't cry in public, but you can cry in movies. But at least it's a release in some way.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I got problems.
Me too. And on that note,
have a Merry Christmas.
We'll be home for Christmas.
Oh, babe. And if you want to share some of your Christmas movies, comment below. There's a whole lot of good ones out there. Have a good one. See y'all next time.